I did a Colorado State season preview with Colby over at the Sports Gambling Podcast, and I was basically saying on that podcast back in the summer, I'm like, this is one game to kind of watch for because I think Colorado State could pull the upset. Um, Early in the season, I'm like, I don't know how confident I feel about that, but as of late, I was feeling a little better. Except the last game Colorado State played against Utah State, the defense it looked really bad on the road there, but they're coming back home. It's homecoming. Boise State playing their seventh straight game without a bye. They also are coming off of let's see here. Oh no, I'm. Who did Boise State play last week? Why am I?
San
They
Jose
were
State.
yeah, they were at home. That's right, they were at home. So yeah, they played San Jose State. I think that was a game where they were down
Mm-hmm.
and then they came back. I think they were down by 3 scores at one point, and they rallied late in the second quarter, and then San Jose State did not score in that second half. So this spread, sitting at 7.5, 8.5, it's 7.5 basically, and then a total of 58.5. Do you have anything in this one?
No, so I didn't watch this game, but I didn't watch either of those games, the Colorado State or the Boise State. I know Boise scored, they'd had 4 scores in a row. And from what I saw, because I did go back and look at it, and Colorado State just looked like they just played really sloppy ball and gave up 639 yards to Utah State. And didn't they have? I think they had some like 3 interceptions or something along those
Yeah, their
lines.
quarterback probably had his worst game of the season. Like, I don't know what was going. It was a really weird game. Colorado State also has a really good tight end who I think is going to play at the next level, Holker, and like he didn't have a catch until I think like in the fourth quarter, which against Colorado, he had like 5 catches, I think by halftime. So just a weird game.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll clean it. Colorado State will definitely clean it up a little. Like you said, it's homecoming. I didn't know that this was our homecoming game. And also, the concern with Boise is, pardon my language, like, did they blow their load in the last game? Like, are they just did they leave it all on the field there, trying to rally back against San Jose State? So they might be a little tired, and that could also be why they started out so slow against San Jose State. Like you said, they've had, or this would be their 7th game without a bye. So
Mm-hmm.
it's it's I don't know.
Altitude also,
Yeah, but
except Boise's altitude is I think 2,500. So like
yeah,
we're
something
we're
like
talking
that.
only a gain of maybe 2,500, which I think can affect the team, but we're not talking like zero sea level to you know basically a mile high.
Right. Yeah, so if I had to, I I don't know. I almost like would lean over here.
Yeah, just because the defenses haven't been the best. I will say this though, so like this is a spot where I can make a case for both the over and under, but I think if we're talking about like Boise State and how they play with Taylor Green versus like Utah State and what we saw, it seems like a game where Boise State isn't going to be able to run up the score as much. So that's the only thing that concerns me. But at the same time, we're only talking a total of like 58, 59.5. So it's not super high. I don't want to talk you off the over, but I'm not touching the under on this one. I like Colorado State plus 7.5.
Mhm.
Uh, Bookmaker dropped it down to 7, which is interesting because it opened up at I think 8. Um, it's kind of been going up and down, but yeah, that's going to be my best bet. I like Colorado State plus 7.
I like it. I'll have to dig more into that. As of right now, I I mean, you make a valid point for the I like the homecoming, I like the homecoming angle. I like that Colorado State's back at home. I just don't know this Boise State team, they're just scrappy. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
it I just don't know enough about are they gonna have anything left in the tank to or are they gonna come out and play well, regardless? Or I just it's hard for me to
Yeah.
gauge, especially since I didn't get to catch any of those games. So,
You
Boise is
wanna
so